Hey guys, my name is Fabe. Welcome back to another episode in the beautiful dinosaur mine. And let me blow your mind. So I've been busy on our little project here. I did quite a bit of work. I had to go back to the island twice. Yeah, I think twice, and I did some mining there for a few hours to get all this marble. And yeah, I still have a little bit left now. But yeah, this took a lot of marble, this thing. And I think it's coming along nicely. I'm having, I don't know, there are a few questions that are in my mind. I mean, I really love how it looks. Really kind of detailed with different layers of depth. But it is really, really big that I thought for a second or two, I gotta admit, I thought maybe it could, instead of being our home, it could be the hotel. But then, once you get in there, you see that for an hotel, it is way, way too small. I mean, we don't have much space here. We go up here. It's just one room, basically. I can't divide this up in several rooms. There's just not enough space. I had trouble fitting these staircases in at all. We have another staircase over here. And one more room with a little balcony. I really, really like this balcony. So I think this is where we left off last time. I decided to go with this texture for the little pillars here. And then we have another balcony here that I still have to fill in with some marble. I think I didn't have enough before I went back the last time. And then we can go all the way on top. We have a little, I don't know what these are called. A little cotton roof thingy. I don't know. The white, I guess it works. It's almost the same lightness as the other, as the marble. But yeah, a little rooftop thingy, platform. And I think it is a really nice thing. So the thing is, it is all white and grayish. So we definitely need to bring some color in here. And one thing I thought would help is the windows. I think I should use not just a normal glass for the windows. And I'm not quite sure what I want to use yet. So we are going to explore our options today. Oh, by the way, this is also something I think is really, really cool, that I'm able to do this floor. I used two different textures. Let me see if I can show you. I used, oh no, I took them all. No, here they are. I used this texture here, and they connect, of course, and this one here. And they are just slightly different, just a tiny bit, and I think it looks really cool if you use them in like 2x2 fashions on the floor. So I'm really happy about how that turned out. I also started laying out the borders of the little swimming pool, and I think this texture is perfect for that. It really looks like a swimming pool. And by the way, in case you haven't noticed yet, the inspiration for this building I took from a Mediterranean villa kind of thing, like the buildings from rich people you see in Spain and Italy maybe. So I think that's the style I was going with here. And it's turning out really, really nicely so far. I got a suggestion last time I showed you that I can't really have upside down slabs with these marble chiseled blocks. And someone suggested I should use carpenter's slabs and put them in there. I could do that, of course, but they don't connect to each other. So to have this texture here, like this outline all around, this won't happen if I have them in carpenter's blocks. The connected textures don't recognize it this way, so that's not it's kind of an option, but not a very, very good one. Okay, so I'm not sure how much I want to terraform this. I kind of wanted to keep this pool quite natural, so I tried to get a good shape, but at the same time, it needs to look clean and like it's supposed to be that way. So I will have to get rid of the sand here and probably take it all the way up to here and then around and probably go back like that somehow. And what else I was going to do, I will raise the water level, I think, to this height here, because it will look a little better. And that's usually how swimming pools work, right? The water's all the way up to the border. And since I can't really have ladders, I guess I could build a ladder on there, but this wouldn't look really nice. Although, I mean, there are carpenter's ladders, and I could make them kind of metal-y looking. Maybe I'll try something like that. But for now, let's worry about the windows first, because I think they will play a huge role. So my first thought was using black windows, because that's what I tried at the visitor center. We see all this whiteness, and I tried to give it a little bit of contrast with the black windows, but as you can see, it doesn't really help much, does it? You barely see the difference. Oh, by the way, I tried changing this a little bit to make it just a full iron bars. Not sure yet if I want to keep that. I didn't have another breakout of my friends here quite yet, and I still haven't... Oh, what are you doing here? You need to get out of there. Are you trapped? Do I have sticks on me? I do have sticks on me. Yeah, these are really a source of trouble. Oh, he's doing the lava dance. He's having fun. Come here. So, how did he get up there? I'm gonna guess he jumped on here. Do I have sand on me? No, I don't. Let me fix this real quick, so this doesn't happen again. I'm gonna sneak a few blocks of sand off here. And you. And then I'm gonna fill this in so he can't jump up there anymore. This should do it, right? Oh no, maybe this one. I think that should do it. Maybe I should put one in here too, or two. We'll be fine, right? You won't do such a thing anymore. Man, they seem to be really nervous today. Okay, I already did it over here a while back, because I noticed that they used to jump on there. Anyways, that's not our problem for today. We want to go look at the glass. I haven't looked at the colored glass texture yet. I mean, we have looked at the chiseled standard glass, but I'm pretty sure you also can chisel like glass panes. Light gray stained glass pane. Let's just see if it works at all. Ah, not too many options, to be honest. Light gray quadrant glass, light gray fancy quadrant glass, borderless glass, fancy glass panel, light gray glass panel. Yeah, light gray will not be our option, because the whole rest of the building is light gray in the first place. Let's see. What can I do? I'm gonna assume that the textures will always be the same. There's not too many options with the stained ones, is there? Fancy, borderless. I want to try them all. I just want to put them next to each other. I have Silk Touch still, right? Yep. Okay, let's try you. Let's try you. And you. And the last one, this one. And for comparison's sakes, Silk Touch, yeah, just make it sure. Let's put them all down. Bam. Ooh. Huh. Interesting. So once again, you notice that this is faithful and this is not. So I'm not gonna go for this one, that's for sure. I mean, I kind of like this bordered idea. But what color would we go for? I want it to be somehow realistic, so I don't want to use red or green or yellow glass. So I think, I mean, okay, this is a different shade of blue even, isn't it? It looks a little more purpley. And maybe the black stained glass looks a little bit different too. Oh, I have some black glass paints here. Why didn't I notice that in the first place? Chisel is ready. Okay, let's try this with those guys. Yeah, let's try this. Let's put that in here. Let's try this one. Let's try this one. I hate that they all take up a different... I don't want to take this. That they all take up a different inventory space. It's a little annoying. But what can you do? Okay, where do we want to put those? Let's put them here. So we have our standard glass pane. They do connect to each other. Very nice to know. That looks weird, doesn't it? Huh. That looks really weird if they connect like that. Not sure if that's on purpose. Okay, let's put a block to the left and to the right just to get it to full. Okay, this is not too bad. This might be a little less intrusive. I don't know what this is supposed to be. Which one was that? This one. Black fancy glass panel. Looks kind of weird to me. But yeah, all of them seems to be a lot less transparent than the natural one. So I'm inclined to go with those for that reason, because I want to have a contrast and not just a clear see-through like we have it for the visitor center. I want to try this one out, I think. Oh, spider! I hear you. Are you outside? It's the middle of the night again. Wow, time flies. Okay, I think I'm gonna try this friend here for a bit. And I'm gonna use it on one window after I slept the night away, obviously. And then I'm gonna show you and tell you what I think about it. Yeah, remember when I said I like this pattern? I think this looks way better. The larger panels I think fit in more nicely. I'm kind of on the fence about it. I wonder if it would look better if these panels would actually line up with the actual block sizes instead of being kind of offset by half a block. But also, it might give it more structure this way. I tried the other two too, so they're not bad, but I think the larger panels, at least for the bigger windows, definitely help. On the smaller ones, it will probably look similar to this texture, just with less of a bulk in between. But yeah, I think I'm gonna go with this one. I'm also gonna go with the black because colorful windows just doesn't fit the whole theme. However, I think I found a way to bring some color in there. Given I haven't tried it yet, but I had the idea that I used in a couple of other builds in my builder's career, I should say, I can say. And that is greenery. We are gonna have greenery on this house. We're gonna have kind of like leaf vines going up the facade. We have some trees around. We're gonna make this whole thing a lot more lush, because right now it's a bare marble building in a desert, and that doesn't give it just justice. It doesn't look good. It's too plain, and the black windows help a bit to get a little more contrast in, but they don't help a lot. So I think maybe even have a tree on the roof, or maybe some bushes. I think it would be nice. So that's what I'm going to work on, and I think that's going to be really nice. Problem that I have is leaf colors in the desert. So there is one option that I might take in. Oh, really? Are you kidding me? Are you? No, he's hiding. Where did you go? This one block? Are you kidding me? The one block I missed? Okay. I'm gonna take this block away from you. You didn't want it any other way. There you go. What was I saying? Oh yeah, leaf strategies. The strategy I used here is using these Paliraffi leaf blocks. However, they are pretty inconvenient and have some weird despawning behavior sometimes. So another leaf type I want to try is... Oh, I don't have any. Let's take some spruce saplings, because I know that the spruce leaves are the only leaves that are not getting affected by coloration of the nether, for example. So they are the only leaves that keep their same color in the nether. What do I want? I want shears, right? I don't have shears. That's not good. Do I have shears in here? Nope. I got some iron, by the way, too, as you can see, while I was mining for marble. I dug up quite a bit of iron and I brought it all here. So we have a little bit of stuff again, once I start smelting it, of course. But yeah, if you remember, the iron golem farm is still not completely off the table. Still not completely off the table. Might look kind of cool, having kind of a big, high office building, maybe even, with an iron golem farm within. Ideas in my head, So when okay, let me quickly talk about what I thought about the iron golem farm in the past. I always thought I was gonna hide it in this mountain here, so no one will ever see it. But now thinking about it, it might be kind of neat to have the farm just like in an area where just a giant office building is. Note to myself, maybe later. Maybe later. Let's plant a tree and check out the leaves. That's what I wanted to do. Yep, they seem pretty nice green. It's a darker green, not as lush, but I think it would go well together with the marble colors, don't you think? I think that could definitely work out. So I'm gonna follow up on this idea for sure. And I will also get some spruce wood, and I'm a big fan of spruce. Spruce wood is probably my favorite type of wood, at least the planks. I don't care much for the logs, but the planks have the nicest shade of brown, I would say. Okay, let's get up there before all the leaves despawn. Bam. Come to daddy. There we go. Come on. Don't fight it. You will get sheared eventually anyways. Should be all of them. So if we... Oh no, there's some more. If we can make them look... Oop, crap, lost one. Make them up kind of here, growing up a little bit, and maybe even have some potted plants, kind of with cauldrons maybe, and they grow up the walls up there too. I think this could give our building a lot of character. But yeah, it's obviously a lot of tedious work and a lot of randomization that I have to do, so I will probably do it mostly off camera as usually. But just want to try out the start of it. Maybe have it go up here. Maybe even go up a little bit to the left. How would that look? A little bulky, doesn't it? You know what would be cool? Okay, I can't cut here yet. I want to cut, but I can't do it quite yet. I need to try this. Where's my hammer? There's my hammer. Oh, baby. This is gonna be nice. We're gonna have like smaller vines going up the walls, not full block thick. This is gonna be really neat. Not exactly sure I want to do it, but I think it's gonna be really neat. If I do it like that now. Oh, it connects even a little bit, and then it goes up here. Oh yes. Oh, this is gonna be so cool. I need more carpenter's blocks. But I think this is gonna look really neat once I'm done with that. It's a lot of work, but I think it will look nice. Yeah, so much for not having any escapes today, huh? This is so ridiculous. It happens so often. I mean, the problem that I have is, how can I be sure that once I change the fence to the other variant that I tried up in front, they won't escape anymore? It's so much work to change it all and then change it all back. Especially change it all back. It's just a few clicks with the hammer to get it this way. But to get it back this way, it would take ages. And I'm not sure if I want to go this risk. So I might have to come up with another experimental setup where I build the same kind of fence style but in a smaller enclosure and see if he escapes. I might do that. Huh? Do you think that's a good idea? Hope you do. Because you guys escape way too often for my taste. Anyways, let me show you how far I got. And I got interrupted early, so I'm not completely done yet. But I definitely made some progress. I built a few vines down there. We're all with carpenter's blocks because I figured out that the shaders, as you can see, not with these leaves. Is there any tree around when I need one? Come on up there. Yeah, you see the leaves kind of waving. And if it's just leaves, they do that. It's part of the shaders. But if they aren't carpenter's blocks, they don't. So either I use only carpenter's blocks or only leaf blocks. And I decided to go with only the carpenter's blocks. It's not perfect yet. I like this vine going all the way over there and up there. But it looks a little bit too, I don't know, symmetrical still. I mean, every single pillar has one going up and all kind of leaning to the right, which is not exactly what I should have aimed for. Maybe I'm gonna change this up a little bit. But yeah, you get the idea. It looks still pretty gray from afar. It doesn't look as green as I thought it would. I mean, if you get close, it looks pretty green. Oh. 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 I have an idea, guys. Something that I used only for iron bars so far. But you can actually dye carpenter's blocks. I mean, it kind of looks weird most of the time. But I wonder what happens if I use this little piece of a lime dye. And let's make some more of it. Oh, I have some more meal on me even. Bam. I wonder what kind of green we would get if we dye the carpenter's blocks. It might look really weird and dark because, as you can see, I just dyed these fences with gray. Gray or light gray? I don't even remember. And it looks really dark. I don't think it makes a big difference. And it just darkens it up instead of making it actually light gray. But I want to try that out. Ooh, that looks interesting. Doesn't it? That's pretty neat. That is a lush green. I think this is gonna help us out. Nice. Glad I had this idea. It's gonna be really... Although I have a cactus farm, so it shouldn't be too hard getting the dye. I just have to smelt it up. But yeah, that definitely is a way more lush green than just normal spruce leaves. I like it. I like it a lot. This will take a lot of dye and probably even more leaves. I worked a little bit on this side here too. Yeah, I could use some work. Skeleton hanging out in there. I need to install some lights too. I think that's what I'm gonna do next. I'm gonna grab some glowstone and probably chisel it to the modern form that I use for the helipads and put it in the ceiling to make it look good. And oh, thank you, water. That's what you get for walking backwards. Okay, let me do some off-camera work once more. And I think we are almost out of time again. Man, the time flies by when you are making some progress. It's crazy. I don't know. It's crazy. I'll see you. So, this is the end result, at least for today's episode, I think, because I ran out of time, but I think it's coming along really, really nicely. It looks so much better than at the beginning of the episode. The lime dye on the leaves really, really helps make it pop up more, add some more color. The lights also helped a lot. I just installed a few of the glowstones and look at it. It gives it a whole different feeling, I think. Let me quickly show you what I did. So I dug out all the sand from here, I filled in some walls and some windows and lamps in the ceiling and up on the floor, of course. I tried to keep it as consistent as possible, but sometimes, yeah, I had to shift some lights around. I don't think it's too bad. I think it works out quite well. And yeah, this is still pretty empty here, so I might have to do something about that. But overall, I think it's really, really nicely coming along. I like this house a lot. I'm having a lot of fun building that. And I wanted to ask you guys, how do you feel about me building on this house now for 2 episodes almost? Well, 1.5 episodes, I should say. I feel a little bit bad for only building on this one house during this whole episode, because I want to give you guys some variety, but at the same time, once I'm really into this project, I just can't stop. I have to build and build, and I spent a couple of hours building this now, so yeah, this is how it goes sometimes. So let me know what you think about this kind of episode. Should I try to do more different things, more variety throughout one episode, or if you have any other suggestions for improvement, I am always willing to hear you out. So leave a comment, and if you enjoyed it, leave it a like. But other than that, I think I'll see you all again in the next episode of the Dinosaur Mine. Until then, have a nice day, and seriously guys, don't be daft. Play some Minecraft.